I'm about to completely change how you think about moisture problems. Okay? Imagine standing in front of two water sources, a slow, steady drip and a fire hose. Now, which one would flood the basement faster? The same logic applies to moisture in the walls. Most people are focusing on the wrong one. Vapor diffusion is like that slow, steady drip. It's vapor molecules wiggling their way through solid building materials like drywall, one molecule at a time. It's happening constantly, but the amount of moisture that actually moves this way is very small. Think of it as moisture taking the scenic route, slowly working through the material itself rather than finding shortcuts. It's a predictable, manageable process that happens at a fairly constant rate. Now, here's the fire hose. Air leakage. This is moisture that hitches a ride on air moving through any gap, crack, or opening in your building structure. Look at this illustration. A simple 1-inch square hole can allow massive amounts of moisture-laden air to pour into a wall cavity. When that warm, moist air hits a cold surface in the wall, boom, the water vapor rapidly condenses into liquid water. That's the essential ingredient for mold growth and structural problems, right? We're not talking about a slow process anymore. This happens fast. And here's the critical lesson about scale. A tiny, almost invisible gap can introduce hundreds of times more water into a wall than will ever pass through drywall by diffusion. Think about that. All the vapor diffusion happening through an entire wall assembly over months might equal what comes through one small air leak in a few hours. This is why focusing only on vapor retarders while ignoring air sealing is like using an umbrella in a hurricane. You're addressing the minor problem while the major one destroys your house. This understanding should change your inspection process. While building science addresses both diffusion and air leakage, the potential for moisture damage from air leakage is exponentially greater. Your primary defense against moisture problems isn't a vapor retarder alone. It's a meticulous and complete air barrier. For inspectors, this means your focus could be on finding air leaks first, because air sealing is the most effective way to keep building assemblies dry, safe, and healthy. So during an inspection, when you're inspecting, you could look for the fire hose problems first. Gaps around windows and doors, utility penetrations, unsealed electric boxes, cracks and gaps in the building envelope. These are your high-impact moisture entry points. A perfect vapor retarder won't help if there's a 1-inch gap letting in moisture-laden air by the gallon. This perspective helps you prioritize your recommendations for your clients who want to know how to fix their moisture problems. Fix the big leaks first, then address diffusion control. Don't misunderstand, vapor retarders still have a place in the moisture control strategy of a house, but they work best when they're controlling the slow drip after you've turned off the fire hose. When air sealing and vapor control work together, you get comprehensive moisture management. And here's the key. Air barriers handle the fast, high-volume moisture transport, while vapor retarders handle the slow, steady diffusion process. This fire hose versus the slow drip concept can guide every moisture inspection that you do. When you find moisture problems, ask yourself, is this from air leakage or vapor diffusion? Usually, it's air leakage, even if it looks like a diffusion problem. When you're inspecting a contractor's work and see expensive vapor retarder installations that didn't solve the moisture problems, you'll understand why. They addressed the drip while the fire hose kept running. So remember, moisture problems are usually fire hose problems disguised as drip problems. Find the fire hose first, help them turn it off, then worry about the drip. Your clients will thank you for focusing on solutions that actually work.